myself in this public speaking skills and speak like a leader. I was searching for the right place, and then I was very happy to know that Kiran has started something called as Leadership Card with another three amazing leaders.
Training started with a SWOT analysis on our own strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat areas.
This particular course was broken into four main crucial topics. First week was about the communication.
To grow your business as well as your personal brand.
Second week time management.
Prioritizing the time by the four-step urgency versus important quadrant.
Third week was about change management.
Why change is important.
Where we had to explain Porter's 8-step model.
Last week was about conflict management.
I can very easily and confidently share my ideas and thoughts in front of my authority.
One of the important takeaway from this, the conflict management.
Leadership card, third mindset, relationship building.
A rich and diverse background of all four mentors is enriching.
Special highlight of this program is the last week get together as a team and work on a single project.
The important advantages from the leadership card, the personal interaction.
Best part about the program was they inspired us to take action.
Great session on how to make
Improve myself in this public speaking skills and speak like a leader. I was searching for the right place, and then I was very happy to know that Kiran has started something called as Leadership Card with another three amazing leaders.
Training started with a SWOT analysis on our own strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat areas.
This particular course was broken into four main crucial topics. First week was about the communication.
To grow your business as well as your personal brand.
Second week time management.
prioritizing the time by the four-step urgency versus important quadrant.
Third week was about change management.
Why change is important.
Where we had to explain Porter's 8-step model.
Last week was about conflict management.
I can very easily and confidently share my ideas and thoughts in front of my authority.
One of the important takeaway from this, the conflict management.
Leadership card, third mindset, relationship building.
A rich and diverse background of all four mentors is enriching.
Special highlight of this program is the last week get together as a team and work on a single project.
The important advantages from the leadership card, the personal interaction.
Best part about the program was they inspired us to take action.
Great session on how to make a vision board.
I highly recommend this course to the professionals of middle, junior and senior management.
Improve myself in this public speaking skills and speak like a leader. I was searching for the right place, and then I was very happy to know that Kiran has started something called as Leadership Card with another 3 amazing leaders.
Training started with a SWOT analysis on our own strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat areas.
This particular course was broken into 4 main crucial topics. First week was about the communication.
To grow your business as well as your personal brand.
Second week, time management.
Prioritizing the time by the 4-step urgency versus important quadrant.
Third week was about change management.
Why change is important.
where we had to explain Porter's 8-step model.
Last week was about conflict management.
I can very easily and confidently share my ideas and thoughts in front of my authority.
One of the important
Good evening to all. Welcome to this card hour session organized by Leadership Card, which we do it every week. Last couple of weeks, we took a little break and we are back again with the session knowledge sharing session by the card team. Each week, we get one of the coaches to share about some of the snippets of one of the topics. That is what we discuss. Card team, just to give a quick brief about it, we have trained over 2,000 individuals till date in the last 24 months. We bring in an expertise in the areas of communication, finance, real estate, services, operation, sales, GSI, alliance. Cumulatively, we have about 100 plus years of global corporate experience, worked in diverse field of function. So this leadership card is started by the 4 individuals, Kirandeep Sandhu, Ashish Datta, myself, and Devesh Mohan. We bring in different expertise from the different field. Like you look at Kiran, she works on with the thing, your voice matter, so speak to be heard. She brings an academic and communication leadership experience. She's a TEDx speaker, as well as she's the HRD certified in Malaysia. With that, we would shortly be, whoever is not speaking, you can go on mute, please. She's a HRD certified person in Malaysia, so we would be starting very shortly the center at Malaysia as well. She's a John Maxwell certified coach as well. Brings in 2 decades of academic entrepreneurship coaching, and she's also a social entrepreneur, which is taking a great shape as of now. She, along with Devesh Mohan and some of our students from the students, we started this. And that's what the one which is helping in the rural India, that is in Ayodhya, to help the students to get the entrance exam for Navodaya Vidyalaya so that they can get till the 10th standard the free education. We started with 10 mobile phones wherein we started, and today 160 mobile phones have been provided and the trainings are happening. Apart from that, we started early this month, a pilot project of putting in the smart classes by putting a smart TV so that we can train each of the school about 150 plus people. That is the 5 school on a pilot which is running. So the C covers focuses on the mindset area, personality development, effective communication, personal branding, coaching, and TEDx coaching. That is an area Kiran focuses on. Ashish Datta, C says, learn to lead yourself first. The rest is easy. On that, operational and financial leadership he brings in. He's a chartered accountant, certified trainer of IITD. He's a COO, CFO, a leadership coach, and self-leadership architect. She recently become an author of the book called Leadership is a Dark Hole, which is available in Amazon.com. you can buy that. See, he focuses on self-leadership, team dynamics, relationship management, conflict management. Moving on to Devesh Mohan, I'll cover my bit a little later. Devesh Mohan is my third partner. He says, tie your shoes and run towards your goal. He works on the sales and alliance leadership. He brings an experience of really 2 decades in the sales, business development, and alliance. And as part, along with Kiran, he's a social entrepreneur on the project which they are doing it. See, he brings an experience in leadership coach, personal transformation, goal setting, sales alliance, partnership alliance program. That's where he works on it. Just to give a quick brief about me, today I would be your speaker and providing some knowledge sharing information to you. I am a strong believer of we all have the powers to make impossible possible. I'm a leadership and transformation coach and mentor. I've come from corporate experience, close to about 3.5 decades of corporate experience, worked with Fortune 500 companies. I'm a TEDx speaker, 2 times the author of the book. My core areas are business transformation, personal transformation, SWOT analysis, priority management, networking, and customer service. I'm a coach transformation academy certified coach and working on getting the ICF certification now. I'm also a Franklin Covey certified coach and the teachers or leader certified person. So today, our interesting topic is what is most important, goal or relationship? I wanted some reaction from the participants. You can use the chat option and put in your thing. What is that is you feel is important? Is it a goal or is it relationship? Great. Let's look at, we are all here to look at it. What is that is important, goal or relationship? And I'm sure some of you would have heard recently, I had an opportunity to attend one of the training program, which talks about the yin and yang energy. And I'm sure yin and yang, which is the feminine and masculine kind of a characteristics. So one of the things is each one of us have, it's not that the yin and yang energy is yin means it's all the female characteristic you need to have, only the female needs to have it. Yang, it is not like that. Even some of us need to possess those kind of a skill, yin and yang energy. That is where the mix of both feminine and masculine kind of a characteristic, masculine kind of an energy is what something we all should be in a balanced way start working on it. So first, before we get on to that, I wanted all of you to, it is going to be a good experience on your own. You are also going to work along with me. That is where we will start learning certain things. So I wanted you to take a paper. On the top of the paper, I want you to write this question. What is most important, goal or relationship? You can put that on the top of a paper, divide the paper into 4 parts. Like this, you can put one line from a vertical line, one horizontal line. So with that, you can have the 4 boxes, which is done on that. On the top of it, you just write it, what is important, goal or relationship. Then I wanted you to put on the left-hand corner, on the top of it, I want you to write high on relationship. Write it on that. On you take, if you are doing along with me this exercise, you will understand this better. That's the reason I'm asking you to do this in a paper. You can take a paper, 4 column, you can do it like a vertical and divide into 4 column, 4 boxes, you get it by way of drawing it. On the top of it, you put what is important, goal or relationship. On the left-hand corner, put the high relationship. On the bottom, that is the right hand corner, you can put high on goals. So if we all have done that, I wanted to move on. There are 4 different boxes. One of the things is that is where we work on. Each time when we are doing an activity, we take this 4 kind of a characteristics. That is what we will predominantly. There's a 3 type of a characteristic. The 4th characteristic is something we all have to start working on it and learn. And I'm sure how many of you here interested to know how to balance at different situation. That is what you are all here. By end of the session today, you will know how you look at the different 4 situation, how you can start working on it. Now, the number 1, which is the turtle. What is that you get when you see a turtle? I see there's someone who is not muted. Maybe I have to mute him. I think, let me mute. Yeah. Thank you, because I have muted the people who are not talking. So when you look at the turtle, what is that comes to your mind? One of the things, the style, which is the passive style. When you look at the turtle, what comes to your mind is always we think that when you go nearer to the turtle, what happens? It pulls his head, gets into the shell. That is what it does. First thing it does is you go very near. You don't touch it also. What it will pull his head and it will become a shell. So this is the style which works is the passive, and most of the time it is got the emotions is fear. Always there is a fear with which, that is the reason what it does is even without touching it, it pulls his head and gets into the shell. And it believes conflicts are bad. In this situation, what happens is it strongly believes there's no conflicting things and needs are certainty. It wants to be safe. If it is in the shell, it is safe. If nobody is around, it feels very safe, kind of a thing. The result is it's kind of a lose-lose. Let's take an example. Any of you here, do you agree at some point of a time, we need to take this kind of a stance? You need to get into a kind of a turtle kind of a behavior. See what happened. I give an example. One of the things you see, there are 2 colleagues in your organization. They are fighting and you have nothing to do in that. That point of a time, what happens is, one is if they are your good friends, you may go. If not unknown people, they are just fighting on their own. What you do? You don't get into that and start trying to do something. That is where you move on. Another thing, a classic example, I'm sure all the people who are married will clearly agree with me on this. Either you have your wife comes and tell something about your mother, and your mother comes and tells something about your wife. What is it you need to take? You should not be that time saying anything, only listen, not take any other stance. This is what we always take this stance, either in organization or any other place. I give a classic example of where I have to take this kind of a turtle kind of a situation in an organization. I remember about 15 years back or so, there was a situation wherein we were acquiring a land from the government. When we were standing and wanted to put the compound wall for the land which is allocated by the government, entire village people surrounded us. That point of a time, if I am going to talk to them or going to they were abusing us. If they are abusing it, if I also go and start fighting with them, what will happen is it would have turned into a very nasty situation. We coolly call the police, and we were just be there like a turtle, not doing anything, be there safe. And if I talk to them, and they were ready to bounce back on us. This is the kind of a stand you need to take. It will come in. What is most important is ask this questions. Ask this question in this moment. What is important? Is it goal or relationship? Is it goal or relationship? In this case, what happens is it is not going to help with these people, external people, what I was talking about. You can't say that I have a goal to do this, I will go ahead and do it. No, let me come and build a relationship. They are not in a mood to build relationship with you. Both are not there, and you need to take this kind of a stance on that. Number two, it comes into the next style, which is the shark. And I'm sure we would have come. There are a lot of sharks in the organization. We worked with those people who are all shark. What is that? They are very focused on the goals. They always want to be on the top of it. If you look at them, their style is always aggressive. Even if you this shark, I don't think you can go and try to make a friend with him, right? And he is always want to look at and be aggressive and jump and show a different kind of a this thing. Then emotion. Most of the time, they are in the stage of anger, belief. I need to gain control. Always they have in mind saying that they have to be on the top of it. Otherwise, it's not good. Need importance and growth. Their focus is basically it is something is important. It needs to be done. That goal has to be achieved. Result, it will become like a win-lose kind of a situation. I just give a classic example at a domestic friend. What you do when you have your children, son or a daughter, they are there, they are studying, their exam is coming very close by within less than a week's time. What is it you will do? As a parent, you will always say that there is no TV, no cinema, no going out and kind of a thing, and you need to be here and study, focus on your study. That is what is required. That's what we do it. And when you work in a organization wherein in a time-bound project, coming to organization, if you are working, there are certain things, very clear time-bound projects, if you are working on it, and you always have this style saying that very clearly, this is the timeline, and we need to work on it. And always this leader is top of it saying that looking at why we are not able to achieve, what is it needs to be done so that we meet the timeline. That is where it is focusing on that goal, only the thing it needs to be achieved. There is less of a relationship here, wherein the more of the importance is focused on achieving goal, how that goal can be achieved, what is it needs to be done. This is the stand. So do you think always we take this kind of a stand? I don't think so. You will not be able to take always this kind of a stand. What is that again is you need to ask this question at this given kind of a situation, what is most important, goal or relationship? You need to look at in this point of it, time-bound project, time-bound thing, something needs to be done, or your kid studying for an exam is most important than doing an entertainment. So you need to take that call based on what is most important and a given situation, given that start working on it. The third style you look at, this is the teddy bear. When you look at a teddy bear, what is it? It's cute. Always we wanted to work with it. It shows a lot of love. That is the symbol which comes in. It is submissive. Style here, it is the submissive emotions is carrying, and it's good to sacrifice. They always have the feeling of it's good to sacrifice love and connection and lose win. When you think of a teddy bear with this kind of a style, who is that person first comes to your mind when you think of this style, like high on relationship and low on goals? And I'm sure all of you agree, our mother. Each one of us had our mother. If you look at your mother, always she is carrying a lot of love, connection. She never thinks that she has to win. She always looks at how my son or daughter always focuses on that. And she focuses on relationship even after you growing up. If they are there, I remember my mother was there till by age of 50 years or so. And I still remember those days also, she used to be so caring and waiting and doing that. That is where you look at high on relationship is, that's a classic example you look at, that's what it comes in. Then there is another question, another thing also I'll say, when father and son relationship, if father saying that, son, you don't go there and you come back by this time. In that point of it, even though son knows that he may not return, what he will tell, he take the stand saying that no, definitely I will come back, kind of a thing, that to give that cajoling, that point of a time, it gets done. In organization point of it, if you look at, when you look on this thing, there are certain times you need to maintain with the customer, that relationship is most important. You need to go that extra mile to maintain that relationship with them. So you need to work on that and do that. Again, here you ask this question, what is it most important given that current situation? Is it my goal or the relationship? Predominantly, if you look at, we start displaying these three kind of a sale. Either it is the turtle, shark, or a teddy bear. Whether we are, there is low on goals, low on relationship, or high on goals and low on relationship, or low on goals and high on relationship. That is the kind of a characteristic, that is the kind of a thing we always display in organization, personal or professional life. What is something which needs to be learned is this owl. This is an American owl, which I had put in. What happens? Some of you know, you go in front of the owl, which is sitting there, put your hand like this. What it does? It will not move. It will start analyzing it. What is this guy is doing it? Is it really a threat? It start looking at it. It is so assertive. So they are good in even putting the negative in a very positive way. This kind of a style, those leaders able to put the negative things in a very positive way, and emotions are always calm. They believe conflicts are good and need is contribution. They feel everyone in the team, everyone in the organization needs to contribute. This result is win-win. That's what it comes in here. This is a style which has to be learned. It will not come. We will be predominantly in one of the thing, and over a period of time, you gain an experience, you start working. If you see that owl kind of a characteristic, always they are going to be like that. They know when to take a stand of like a turtle, when to be the shark, when to be a teddy bear, kind of a thing. They have a balanced thing, and they will be able to work on it and bring in that perspective. That is where all of us, when you wanted to become, so depending on the situation, or we ask that question, what is that most important, the given the situation, goal or relationship, with that able to take the right kind of a decision and start moving ahead. So it is not that you can work on saying that at any given point of a time in organization, we need to have all this characteristic. And at the end of it, we need to see how we can become more as an assertive leader and maintain that calmness and believe people have to, there is a healthy conflict and people difference of opinion coming in from the different people is good, and each one need to feel they have contributed to the organization. So this is what I had in mind to share with you. This is something I learned recently, which I found is very good, and we need to start looking at how we can develop this kind of a style in us so that we are able to manage any kind of a situation, what it comes in. What is most important is, as a leader, you need to be able to manage all the situation. It's not that you are having a predetermined situations going to be there. You will face as a leader various kind of situations in organization. So you become like all kind of a thing, assertive, calm, conflict or good contribution. Then you can create that win-win relationship. So that is the thought process I had. I thought I'll share with you all today. Is there any questions any of you have? I'm ready to answer them if you have before I put on our other slides. Idea is you have to look at how do you bring in that kind of a style, how do you be flexible, and always what is most important is you asking that question. Given the current situation, what is important? Is it goal or relationship? As a leader, if you are able to take that kind of a balanced approach, things will work on very smoothly. So this is as part of this leadership card hour snippet of a small knowledge sharing session wherein I thought this would be useful to our viewers. So I have put in this across to you. Then you might be having a question, how do you continue our journey with leadership card? One of the things is every week you can come back and attend the card hour and gain whatever the knowledge which we continuously get in. So we will share our thoughts, and you have any questions you can ask. There is a personal transformation program which we do, the 8-week long program, 8-weekend program, and this can be attended in modules as well. And there is a module-based training we work on, and doing a module-based training for the people and organization individually. We also conducted customer excellence program and a communication level 1 and level 2, that kind of a module-based program we have done. We shortly coming up with a women leadership program, which will be starting on a self-paced learning leadership program. We already have a couple of modules as part of the our learning management system, which is there. We will plan to launch them in January, which you can learn on your self-paced manner. This is the virtual mode we are conducting on 21st. The 7th batch of program is getting over by this month. 8th batch we are starting in on 21st of January. We cover on the personality development, leading self, leading teams, and leading organization. You can choose all the module, or you can recommend to others also to whatever the one module which they wanted to go through that, which they can go through that. These are some of our programs we have done in-house, outbound, external and internal programs, online program, all kind of forms. We have done the program till now. So as I said, we bring in 100 plus years of cumulative corporate experience, worked in diverse field. We 4 of the coaches bring in different perspective. CARD is basically you acquire knowledge, accomplish, reflect, and develop. We provide leadership training, leadership coaching, leadership mentoring, and for more information, you can connect with us. And still, if you all have some of the questions, feel free to ask. I'm available here to take and answer your questions. Thank you all for joining. And today we didn't put it on the YouTube. Maybe it will go after this. The recorded one will be put on the YouTube. Thank you all for joining on this Zoom today. So was it useful? At least you can use the chart and say whether it was useful. Thank you all, and we will meet again next week with another leader sharing the thoughts on leadership card hour. So until then, this is Ram Ramakrishnan signing out with all of you. Thank you. Thank you, Krupa. Thank you, Rakesh. It was useful, happy. Thank you all. Bye. Have a great day.